Today, it's the National Football League. It's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the New England Patriots taking on the Miami Dolphins.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they've got all W's on the ledger so far, a perfect 6-0.
Yeah, still a long way to go in this season, but they're showing everyone early on that they intend to be there in the end.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. They'll start on the ground here on first down. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
In today's NFL, when you talk about goals for defenses, and you think that maybe you'd like to hold them under 14 points or so, we think our offense can usually get 17 to 20, so that's a reasonable goal. But when you hold a team under 100 yards of total offense, you're going to win 99 times out of 100. And the one game you lose, you'll know who to blame.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They go play action here on first down. Out to his left. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. This is brought in at the 21. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And trotting out there, no introduction needed for this guy around the league. Now in his 7th season as a QB. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's caught at the 10. It's a big play there for Miami. 43 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
On the crossing route, complete. That's Parks. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4. On a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. They enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
And he's going to... marked down just inside the 35.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Nelson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
And his kick is indeed good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. It's a big play there for Mike. Miami, 54 yards. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So the Patriots coming out now. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season that could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
To throw on 3rd down, Henson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Returnable here from the 38. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
Come on, set, black 40. Stick, mega. Ultra, go ultra.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man, complete. It's Parks. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL.
And now, before we get to the extra point, remember, all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
New England trying to get a place on offense.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Looking to throw. Henson in the middle of the field. He's got Nelson. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I can't help it because I'm just sitting back in admiration right now of what I'm seeing. This is a defense that essentially announces to everyone that they're going to play, you are not running the ball against us. I don't care how you try to go about doing it.
Number 1 rush defense in the league for a reason, and after that last play, they might want to try to go to the air.
There, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be taken at the 13. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise, as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the
touchdown from 10 yards out,
and the Dolphins are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. New England's offense set to go. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Taken in at the 22.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense.
Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got a...
He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. A big play there. 55 yards.
And the Dolphins extend their lead yet again. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
And now out come the Patriots.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to... out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he's going to get this one down near the 45.
Kyle Shanahan doesn't care much for that last call, so out comes the red challenge flag. So for Kyle Shanahan, he had it right, as the challenge is a good one.
is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pick. Pickup of 16. From the shotgun net, Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Back.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
Looking to throw on second down. Henson. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
3 yards remain for second down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18.
And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And the Dolphins getting set to go here.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Here we go. 52 blue.
Oh, you got deep? Kill.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Check pink. Opposite. Green. Cut.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Dolphins are pouring it on.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again.
But Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Back to throw. Henson.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the rout is on here in this first half. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
It's caught. Beckham. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground, and they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We start with a great battle in the AFC. Buffalo heading down to M&T Bank Stadium to take on Baltimore. And it's the Bills who have the lead in that one. The Bills locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, we head on over to Wisconsin to check on the Packers at home at Lambeau Field. And you can see they have the lead in that one as that game's gone to halftime. The Packers trying to hold on and claim victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Steelers trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Now a hit and a loose football. So Teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Watch the curve. Watch the curves. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Here we go. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to air one out. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. It's a big play there for Miami. 59 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Hey, check Mike 39.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Parks. Touchdown! A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Henson, and that is incomplete.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And it's fielded at the 34.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure?
He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Dolphins just continue to roll.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Patriots gearing up to go now.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On third down, Henson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. They'll look to set up his blockers. There'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
Dolphins offense returning to the field. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's going to let this one go deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. 49 yards. And the Dolphins get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And This will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Hands it off out of the gun. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Henson. Throw to the right here to Gordon. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles, and I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the 3rd quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident. Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On first down, it's Hughes, and some space here. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So the Patriots coming out now. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play.
41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
Open man is Gordon, complete.
And he will have a Patriots first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the slants. Watch the slants.
Looking to throw. Henson. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted.
This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanket in the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check 9, check 9.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll run on first down. Woodson, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Right back to him on first down. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line.
Now Marshall. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. They'll try to run it in with Marshall. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Another go-around now for the Patriot offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. The pass there over the middle to start things out, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
To throw on third down. Henson, he finds his target, Beckham. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Pulled in at the 24. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They'll run with Marshall. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll give it up the middle to Miller.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 56 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
The give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
second down and 3.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
And here's Marshall. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Woodson, and he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
Inside handoff now, Miller. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
This is Marshall. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. New England trying to get a place on offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jackson. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw again. He completes it to Nelson. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Jackson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. 7 yards there and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Back to throw again.
A quick throw here, that's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
On 1st and 10, Henson got his man complete over the middle. It's Jackson. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Back to throw. Henson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Dolphins will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Now a handoff to Miller. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
On 3rd down, Patton letting one go deep for Roberts. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Up the middle they go. It's Marshall, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
So another rushing touchdown for him this year. Boy, he's found the end zone quite a bit so far. Charles, that now an even 20 scores on the season.
And you know how often we use the term, probably I overuse the term, imposing their will? Well, these defenses have become really powerless to stop him. That's what we've seen from him and his team this year. You know he's getting the ball down here in the red zone, but he's just got that strength of will himself, and he's used it to great effect.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. New England's offense set to go. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
So for the Dolphins, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.